Portal, it is April 3rd, day after pre-release. By this point, all events should be dwindling down. Some local gaming stores are still going to have something going on today. I hope you guys all had a successful pre-release and you did wonderful. Today in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of live footage from ABU Games. This is where I do all of my pre-release and all of my events at here in downtown Boise. I'm also going to show you the deck that I played, as well as the cards that I came out on top with. Out of my special little box here, I pulled $67. So not bad. I definitely made my money back, and I went 4-0. I would have gone 6-0 for that first tournament, but unfortunately I had to work very early in the next morning, so I was unable to stay for the complete tournament. I did walk away with my 2 extra booster packs. Had it not been 4 a.m. by the time we completed the second round, I would have stayed and won my next 2. But I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys won. I know that some gaming stores were giving away half a booster box. Unfortunately, ABU was just giving away 2 packs if you went 4-0, and then if you went 6-0, you got 4 additional booster packs. So we'll get to that shortly. We'll go through what I pulled out, but I'd like to hear what you guys got, how your pre-release was, and if you guys so far are enjoying Shadows over Innistrad. So stay tuned. We'll see some footage from ABU Games and my team, my Magic community. We're giving a shout out to Liam, Tim, James, the crew that were all there. It's a little bit of entertainment. You guys will enjoy it. And then we're going to flash back. We'll review the deck that I went 4-0 with and the cards that I brought home. So stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon.
Give a shout out to MTG-PORTAL.
Alright, yeah, real quick.
No, it's not happening, but good try.
It's gonna happen. What's up,
Tim? It's your, dude, it's your spotlight, bro. Come on now.
What?
Come on. Come on, Tim. You know you want to say something. Do
Oh, are
it.
you actually filming this?
Yeah, dipshit.
Oh, shit.
And this MTG-PORTAL is why Tim is not an admin on the Facebook page.
I'm getting down with my bad self before I win this thing. That's what's happening.
What's that?
I'm getting down with my bad self before I win this thing.
Are you? Okay.
That's what's going on.
Confidence. Confidence.
0-3 goes home.
So
Rise in pillow.
when Tim gets raped and goes 0-3, we'll make sure we post it all over the Facebook page and on MTG-PORTAL.
Just like a 5-minute
we can-
laughing when I
of
say
course.
at him.
Totally.
It's really loud.
I will
Well,
come
Tim,
to collect.
what we can even do is we can give you your own personal video blog for 5 minutes and you can try live on the channel.
Okay.
If that works for
Do
you.
a
When
live
I'm
stream on
0-3,
Twitch.
I will try and squeeze a tear out.
All right, sounds
The
good.
viewers at home.
Sounds good.
Have a little bit of fun. That was just a little snippet. I would have recorded more, but it was chaos. We had over, I think, 240 people at our pre-release. It was friggin' insanity, dude. We had no idea how they were even going to orchestrate one pod. It was insane. But they did. They pulled it out well, and it went very smoothly. But I would have recorded more footage, but right after that video, they called time to build decks, and we got down and dirty. So without further ado, let's go over the winning deck, and then I will show you guys all of the rares and cards that I took home. So this deck took me 4-0. It was not a bad deck. It could have been a little bit better, but you know, when you got an hour to work with what you got, you do what you can do. So, first thing I'm going to do is go over the rares that I pulled. There were some pretty decent ones that I popped in here. I splashed black for the simple reason that I did pull an English Unmaking. This card is awesome for those who haven't seen it. It is an instant for a white colorless and a black, exile target non-land permanent, and you lose 3 life. You can exile anything on the board. It's just a powerhouse. This forced me to splash black. My main build revolved around... Oh, that's not good. Oh. My main build revolved around this beautiful little creature. Nahiri the Harbinger. Zone her in here a little bit for you guys to see. 2 colorless, a red and a white. Come on, focus. Anyways, sorry, I'm trying to get this camera to focus a little bit. I don't know why it's being difficult. There we go. So you can kind of see from her loyalties here. You can add it to loyalty. You discard a card. If you do, you draw a card. So she's a great madness enabler. You can remove 2 loyalty counters, exile target enchantment, tapped artifact, or tapped creature. So again, being able to exile the creatures your opponents attack you with, being able to enable your madness. And then for the bottom 8, searching your library for an artifact or a creature card and putting it onto the battlefield, then shuffling your library and it gains haste, returning it to your hand at the beginning of your next end step. Nahiri, the Harbinger, is a amazing planeswalker, and she's what I built the deck around. So we had Nahiri, we had English Unmaking, forcing me to splash black. Hanweir, Militia Captain, is another one that I ran. If I can stop dropping them, that would be ideal. Use 1 colorless and a white for a 2/2 human soldier. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 4 or more creatures, transform Hanweir, Militia Captain. He does transform over to Westvale Cult Leader. He is a star, and Westvale Cult Leader's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. And at the beginning of your end step, you put a 1/1 white and black human cleric creature token onto the battlefield, continuously pumping him. At this point, he just gets nasty. So we definitely ran him. Wonderful pull. We also had, just for a big beastie in there to force my opponents to deal with, was Angel of Deliverance. 6 colorless, 2 white for a 6/6 flyer with Delirium. Not a bad card. For those who still are not familiar with the Shadows of Innistrad mechanics, Delirium is whenever Angel of Deliverance deals damage. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, exile target creature and opponent controls. So a 6/6 flyer, that's enough to kind of force your opponents to bust out their removal, especially in a limited format. But then being able to exile something on their board just makes this a particular pain in the proverbial backside for anyone to deal with. Our last rare that we ran was Drogskull Cavalry. He's 5 colorless and 2 white for a 4/4 flyer that whenever another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, you do gain 2 life. And you can pay 3 colorless and a white and put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Again, the tokens, the pump ability, the life gain is definitely something that I felt needed to be in the deck. Then moving right along to our rest of the deck here. We had Shambleback. It is a 1 black sorcery. Enables me to exile target creature card from a graveyard and put a 2/2 black zombie creature on the battlefield, gaining 2 life. Had a Plains, Convicted Killer, 2 colorless, and a red for a 2/2 human werewolf. At the beginning of your upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, transform Convicted Killer. He does transform over to Branded Howler, which is, get this to focus. Yeah, so he's a 4/4 werewolf, but I'm just trying to get this to focus up for you guys. There we go. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn, you do have to transform him back to the 2/2, but he's a 4/4 werewolf to contend with. So, not a bad card. Definitely great in the limited format. Next up, we had Hair to the Night. It's just a simple 3/2 flying vampire that does transform. When Hair to the Night... Before Hair of the Night transforms, though, it is Hair of the Falkreath. And it's a 2/1 for 1 colorless and a black. You discard a card, transform Hair of the Falkreath, and it does transform back to that vampire. We were running Angelic Purge. 2 colorless and a white. Instant speed. As an additional cost to cast Angelic Purge, sacrifice a permanent, exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment. So a little bit of removal on my end. Explosive Apparatus. It's a 1 colorless artifact drop. I may pay 3 colorless, tap it, sacrifice explosive apparatus, and deal 2 damage to target creature or player. I had this in there just in the event that a planeswalker dropped and I needed to deal additional 2 damage to it, or something I couldn't deal with on the board hit. And this was just kind of a solution to take care of that. Since we splashed black in there, again, we had a few more creatures. Rancid Rats, 1 colorless in the black for a 1/1 with Skulk and Death Touch. Nice chump blocker. It's going to hit him for 1 every turn if they have bigger creatures, and if he swings at you, I can block and take care of whatever chumpy he's got on the board. Mountain in there. We were running my one and only Fiery Temper that I pulled. 1 colorless and 2 red. Fiery Temper does deal 3 damage to target creature or player. And of course it's got Madness. So comboed with Nahiri, this is a free 3 damage to any player, plus I draw a card. Chaplain's Blessing, 1 white to gain 5 life. I don't see any reason why this would never be played. That's a pretty awesome card, and it is a powerhouse. More basic land. We had a Moorland Drifter, 1 colorless and a white. He's a 2/2 with Delirium. So, again, he gets flying as long as you have 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Not too powerful, but he's a 2/2 for 2. Get him out of the board quick and start smacking your opponents. We had a Blood Mad Vampire. 2 colorless and a red for a 4/1. I had to double check that because my camera is being difficult. Whenever Bloodbed Vampire deals combat damage to a player, you put a 1/1 counter on it, so it does get bigger. And of course, it's got Madness for 1 colorless and a red, so being able to cast it for its Madness cost, discarding it to Nahiri. Again, Nahiri being a Madness enabler. We have more basic lands. We did run a Warped Landscape. For those who don't know what Warped Landscape is, you tap it to add a Dust Land to your mana pool, or pay 2 colorless, tap it, sack it, and search for a basic land. So it's like an Evolving Wilds or a Terramorphic Expanse, only it's a little bit more expensive. We had Pocket Thief Geist, 3 colorless and a white for a 2/3 flyer. When a Pocket Thief Geist enters the battlefield, if you control another spirit, you do gain 3 life. So more life gain, always good, especially in limited. Sanguinary Mage, another fun one with Madness. 1 colorless and a red for a 1/3 vampire. Sorry about the camera, guys. And she does have prowess. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. She can get nasty pretty quick. Little Devilthorn Fox. This guy actually helped out a lot in this deck. He's a 3/1 for 2. Sorry, again, this camera's being a turd today. There we go. 1 colorless and a white for a 3/1. Get him on the board quick enough. You know, that 3 damage does hurt your opponent, and if you can get a few attacks in before they take care of it, it could be a game changer. So, a lot of really cheap creatures in here. Really, the theme with this was discarding the Madness, getting a bunch of cheap creatures on the board, and overwhelming my opponent. Uncaged Fury being one of the spells that I ran as an instant. It's 2 colorless and a red. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains double strike till end of turn. Very powerful card. Another Warped Landscape. We had a Town Gossip Monger. He's 1 white for a 1/1. You can tap an untapped creature you control to transform Town Gossip Monger. When he does transform, he transforms into Incited Rabble, which makes him a 2/3. There we go. Inside Rebel attacks each combat turn if able. You may pay 2 colorless and pump him, give him +1. So, and again, he's another quick creature. He's a cheap creature, but he's a pumpable creature. And if you can get him across the board and start dealing damage, you're going to knock out your opponent relatively quickly. We ran Thraben Inspector. He's a 1/2 for 1 white. When Thraben Inspector enters the battlefield, you do get to investigate. For those who don't know what Investigate does, you get a clue. You may pay 2 colorless, sacrifice the clue, and then draw a card. Which the clues are right here. So pay 2 colorless, sacrifice this artifact, and draw a card. We had Howlpack Wolf, a couple of werewolves up in here. 2 colorless and a red for a 3/3 wolf. Howlpack Wolf can't block unless you control another wolf or werewolf. So again, he's not bad. I wasn't really worried about him blocking. I was just more worried about the quick 3 damage I could deal. We had a second Convicted Killer. We've already flipped him once, so I won't flip him twice. But he is the one that flips to the 4/4, and then if 2 spells are played, you flip him back. We had another Shambleback. A little bit more graveyard removal and creature creation for me, which helped quite a bit. Got some more basic land, and I think, yep, that was it for the basic lands. Our total for our land base was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 18 with 2 warped landscapes, so I could ensure that I had the correct mana base. And yeah, this was the deck that won me 4-0. So I couldn't complain, especially with what I had to build around. Nahiri and then Splashing Black for Anguished Unmaking. It definitely helped win the tournament. So I'd be curious to hear what you guys played, what you guys ran, and how the pre-release went for you. Before we conclude the video for the day, I'm going to go through and show you the promo and the other rares that I pulled, which did make this total for this box at $67. As we touch base, and I'll go through them one more time, we had Nahiri the Harbinger, Drogskull Cavalry, Angel of Deliverance, and that would be my husky in the background who thinks he needs some attention from Daddy this morning, which he probably does. Hanweir Militia Captain, Anguished Unmaking, followed suit by, we had a Foiling Gibbering Fiend. I'll throw him up there just because he used foil, and you know what? You all know my love for foils. We had Thing in the Ice. Another amazing card. $15 card right here. Absolutely just baller status. I love this guy. For those who don't know what Thing in the Ice does, he's one colorless in the blue for a 0/4 defender. If Thing in the Ice enters the battlefield with 4 ice counters on it, oh, excuse me, Thing in the Ice does enter the battlefield with 4 ice counters on it. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, remove an ice counter from Thing in the Ice. Then, if it has no ice counters on it, you do transform it, and he transforms to Awoken Whore. He's one of the ones that we broke as a spoiler. This guy is just nasty. He becomes a 7/8. When this creature transforms into Awoken Whore, return all non-whore creatures to their owner's hands. So it's a bit of a surprise for your opponents. All of a sudden, you have a 7/8 on the board, and everything that they own creature-wise that's not a horror is back in their hand. He's a problem to contend with. He will definitely be played. I am more than certain he's going to be played in Standard. I definitely know he's going to be played in EDH and Modern. Well, EDH, Modern, and Legacy, I'm not certain if he'll see in the formats. We'll have to wait and see. But he'll definitely see Standard play. And I expect his price to just kind of go up a little bit more. That was a little card back. We had another Drogskull Cavalry. Did pull my first dual land out of the Shadows of Innistrad block. It was a Port Town, so white or blue dual. As you see here from the text. As Port Town enters the battlefield, you may reveal a Plains or Island card from your hand. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped, which is not necessarily a big deal, but I don't mind revealing a plains or a blue to bring it in untapped. Our promo was nothing impressive. Unfortunately, this time he was a soul swallower. He's just a big worm. It's a 2 colorless. Come on, 2 colorless, 2 green for a 3/3 worm. He's got trample and delirium. And I think my camera is not liking him because he's still in his wrapper. There we go. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, you put 3 1/1 counters on Soul Swallower. So essentially, he can be a 6/6 worm for 4. You know, he's still a cool promo, and he's something that'll sit in my binder. Just, you know, proud for the pre-release. So we did have one guy pull a foil Havison. That was pretty impressive at our pre-release. And Tim Jeffers, who did a little dance for you on our video here, he pulled 5 Planeswalkers, 2 Nahiri, 2 Arons, and a Jace. So he had a very impressive pre-release. The last 2 rares, I'll save the best for the last. From under the floorboards, 3 colorless and 2 black. Again, this is the Zombie Enabler. It's Madness of X and 2 black. If you pay it for its full casting cost, it's 3 colorless, 2 black, and you put 3 2/2 black zombie creature tokens on the battlefield, tapped, and you gain 3 life. If you pay it for its madness cost, instead you put X of those tokens on the battlefield, and you gain X life. So essentially, you want to play it for its madness cost, you want to discard it for madness, pay 2 black, and 12, 15, 24, 36, 105, you know, if you go infinite mana, whatever you want to do, and put a whole crap ton of 2/2 black zombies on the board, because everybody loves zombies. I'm sure he'll see play. I'm not sure exactly how much play he'll see, but he will definitely be in my zombie deck tech that's coming up for Kalidas. And I saved the last for the best, another $15 rare, and I highly expect to see his price skyrocket. Relentless Dead. He is that zombie that has been making quite a stir. 2 black for a 2/2 with Menace. We'll zone in here a little bit. When Relentless Dead dies, you may pay a black. If you do, return to its owner's hand. When Relentless Dead dies, you may pay X. If you do, return another target zombie creature card with converted mana cost of X from your graveyard to the battlefield. He's infinite zombie recursion, and he always comes back. So that was my my $67 pre-release. I was saddened that due to scheduling, I was not able to attend the other 2 like I had really wanted to do. But for Eldritch of the Moon, the next set dropping in Shadows over Innistrad, I will definitely do my best to bring you guys some additional booster packs to open here on the channel. Look for a box for Shadows over Innistrad coming hopefully in the next week to 2 weeks. We will be opening it right here on the channel. I will try to do it live. If I do not get a chance to do it live, you will definitely have the video uploaded. And let's hope for some amazing pulls. Thank you guys for watching this afternoon. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed to MTG Portal, please smash the subscribe button down below. It helps out a lot more than you guys know. We are still working on getting that 150 for the Jace Virus Project giveaway. For whatever reason, we've lost a couple subscribers here on the channel, so we are working on you know, fixing that and getting up there. We're still holding steady at 81 subscribers, but we got to break 150 to give that Jace away. So, you guys know anyone that's into Magic the Gathering that has not heard about MTG Portal, please do us a favor and get the word out. Let's get this channel blowing up. Let's get it growing. Let's get these more videos out here that you guys enjoy watching. Look forward to more video blogs, more deck techs, more box openings. I apologize, there's been a little null in content on the channel for the last couple weeks, but I'm working some crazy shifts right now at Micron. So until we get some new officers trained out there, I'm working 12 to 14-hour days and 6 days a week. So I work, come home, go to sleep, and work again. In fact, I got about an hour and 20 minutes before I got to be at Micron, but I definitely want to get this video out to you guys. It's been a while. I just want to let you know that we love all of you guys. We care about you. I hope you guys had a wonderful pre-release, and there is more content coming soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care.